All right, so we're going to start off learning about how to make our site. So we're going to start off with learning the top header, our navigation theme, and adding our title and a picture behind. So the first thing we had to do is we had to determine what our site was going to look like. So I just made this little Google Doc that has the different elements that is going to go into our site. Then we want to go to Google Sites, which you can get to by going through the dots and go to Sites. If when you click on it, you see this version of Sites, make sure you click on New Google Sites, which will take you to this version. So to start off with, like most Google Docs or apps, we click on the plus, which will create a new site. Now over here we have themes. So I kind of like this diplomat theme, but you can play with different themes along the way. And then you can also change the color. So I'm going to go kind of with the blue. And then I like the heavy font style on this one, so I'm going to choose that. Up here on the top is the title of your site just for you. Only you will see this. So I'm going to call this Kern Space. And then in here is actually what is going to show up on the top of your URL, like up here getting started with. So I'm going to call this space. And then I'm actually going to call my site Out in Space. So that was back here what I called Space Homepage. Really, I'm calling Out in Space. So now that I've got my basic pieces in there, you'll notice that when I made my other one, I had a little spaceship over here. And we can do that by adding a logo to our header. So we can either upload it from our computer or go to select and search. And I searched space logo. And then I found this little space shuttle that I liked. And I hit select. And that then goes in there and it constructs a white border. You can change the background down here if you want, but I like the white personally. And so now I've got my title of my website or the URL title up here of my website and my little space logo. And I've got my title of my actual website, but now I need an image behind here. So I'm going to change image, and once again, I'm going to select image. I'm going to search just for space. And I'm just going to choose this first guy and put it in there. You'll notice down here that it said failed to insert because it was too big. So if you try to insert something and it doesn't go in, make sure that you go back and select an image and choose a different one until you find one that will actually fit inside. All right, you'll notice that it kind of automatically adjusts for readability in there, which makes it really nice. So I have my title, but now I need to start making my navigation. So over here in Pages, I can start to make a navigation. So I have this home page already, but I want to show you how to change the name of a home page or any page. If you click on the dots and go to Properties, that brings up this, and now I can just say Out in Space, and now that changes the title of my actual page. But I know I want to make some pages, right? Because I've already made my idea. So I need to go through and make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. So before I do anything else, I'm going to start on that. So I'm going to go in here. My first page that I wanted to make was called Tech. So I'm going to make that. And then, since I've already typed it here, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back here and I want a page under tech. So a subpage of tech, just like I have here in my outline, a subpage of tech called A Car in Deep Space, because that's going to be one of the stories I'm going to do. So under tech, instead of creating a new page, I'm going to go here and click this and then add a subpage. Then I can just go in here and paste my car in deep space and create a subpage. This will start to notice as I create these subpages, they show up as drop downs under my main page. So my home page is out in space. My main pages are going to be tech and astronomy, and then I'm going to have subpages for these. So if I add another subpage, go back here, I'm going to have a story about the Falcon Heavy rocket. So now I can close that guy up. And now I want another page here, so I'm going to click there. And this is going to be my astronomy page. Now you'll notice it put it underneath my other page. So I actually want to make it a home page, but not the home page, because I want Out in Space to be my home page. So you can notice that when you choose here, you can choose which one's your home page. Your home page is the initial landing, and then your other pages. So I've got tech, and I've got astronomy. You can also go in here now and add a new subpage. So I've got another subpage for what makes Jupiter, and I'll add that here. And then I'll add another subpage of this. All right, so to review, we have our home page. So the house is the home page. The home page is the starting point of your website. Then I've got astronomy as one of my main pages with two subpages here, and then tech with two subpages here. So to add a subpage underneath, we just click on this, add subpage, and then to add other pages, we click here, and that allows us to construct this general header, our title with a background image, and some navigation. So in the next lesson, we're going to start adding content to this home